me down.
Welcome to the Bernard Daily News. I'm Megan, and today we are live in Mr. Ahrens' 8th grade advisory. Thank you for letting us join you today. We have a few questions for you to help everyone get to know you better. How long have you been teaching at Bernard?
Are we live? I've been at Bernard since the beginning. You might know this, but Mr. Post and I were the only two original 8th grade social studies teachers, or teachers in 8th grade, since when Bernard opened.
As a social studies teacher, do you have a favorite time period in history?
That's a good question. I do. I kind of like the World War II time area. I find that was a time when a lot of people were making bad choices, and there was a time when the good guys won out and justice was served. And I like the idea. There's a lot of life lessons with World War II to find that those people who make bad choices and follow those people who make bad choices often lose.
Who do you think was the most honest person in history?
Well, at first I thought about President Kennedy for being the most honest person, and then I realized that Kennedy often lied and cheated and didn't surround himself with the best influences. So I'd have to say Abraham Lincoln. It was Lincoln that said, "Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and remove all doubt." What do you think about that? Exactly.
Why do you think the Pirates fell behind the Cardinals last season?
It's a tough time for me. Well, it has been written that so the last shall be first and the first shall be last. And I think that's kind of what happened last year. I think it was important for the Pirates to experience that so they could have some empathy for what the Cardinals and their fans will go through this year.
Okay. Mr. Ahrens, what do you consider the finer things in life?
The finer things in life. I would say Chick-fil-A, food courts, Steelers, Pirates, double column notes. Shall I go on?
No.
No.
How would a social studies teacher show honesty?
Oh, I get that a lot. I find that the best way to show honesty is being upfront. I never say just because, but rather I always explain why I do what I do on purpose that some people think is a mistake. If I ever made a mistake, I would admit it. I remember back in 2006, the last time I made a mistake, and I told everyone, guys, I'm wrong.
What are 3 things that you would tell a new social studies teacher at Bernard?
Well, I would say with great power comes great responsibility. Teaching the most important class is not to be taken lightly. You've worked hard to reach the top of the pyramid. Don't take it for granted. That's just one. Second, I would say to treat everyone with respect. I look at the math teachers, and I don't see a math teacher. I see someone that matters. And that just because you don't teach social studies doesn't mean that you don't matter. And the third one, have fun. Enjoy what you're doing. If you don't, you're doing the wrong thing. I chose not to pursue a career in the MBA because I'd rather be teaching, having fun, where I could be making a difference. There are some students that need guidance and life lessons, and I think I could provide them better than anyone. But look who I'm talking to. You know that.
I hear your birthday is this Monday. How old will you be?
Oh, yes, it is. Another birthday. I will be 42 at the top of my game.
Okay, that's all the questions we have.
Oh, well, do we still have time? I have a few for her. Megan, and why don't we talk about you for a minute instead of me? What's the greatest thing about being in my class?
Oh, you can't just choose one thing.
Do you have any advice for future 8th graders?
Hope you don't get Mr. Ahrens.
Can we edit that out? All right, let's go on. Please, it matters. We're live. All right, welcome to our announcements. Don't forget to purchase a flowergram from the Student Council. They are $1.50 each, or 4 for $5. All proceeds will go to making our sandwich making service project.
Where did Derek go?
Competition will be meeting today in room 113 after school.
Bernard's Boy Scout Troop 585 is holding a toy drive March 7th through 19th for the SSM Health Cardinal Glen Children's Hospital. Please bring in Legos, action figures, Play-Doh, and puzzles to benefit the kids of SM Health Cardinal Glen Children's Hospital. Please bring in new toys only. The hospital cannot accept used toys. Thank you.
Attention 6th and 7th graders who are eligible for NJHS. Candidate information forms are due to Ms. Schlake or Ms. Glasston no later than 3 p.m. Wednesday, February 10th. Late forms cannot be accepted.
Lollipop sales are this week. Lollipops will be sold on the 6th and 8th grade advisory classes today. Bring your dollar and enjoy a delicious lollipop.
We have received tryout packets for Millville Senior High Panthers dance teams. Tryouts are this week on March 7th. Pick up a packet if you are interested. There are still 2 pre-tryout workshops available Friday, February 12th and March 4th. Informational and flyers for these workshops are in the office.
After school activities today, Oratory Club.
Lost and found in the office, a pair of black sunglasses.
And now for the Bernard touchdown, Brooke. Just don't.
We are
Responsible for our grades, our behavior, and our success. Bernard Patriots are accountable each and every day.